All right. All right. Am I live? Oh my gosh. Wait for a few more minutes and see if anybody else comes in. Be really nice. Yeah. Can you hear me? Got a thumbs up if you can hear me? Oh, nice. Oh, good. Good, good. So my mic is working. All right. 222. That's the time. Oh, according to my clock. All right. Well, this is going to be really good for practice. All right, just seeing if anyone else is going to come in. I actually, yeah, I think I gave a whole lot of notice. Oh, is everybody feeling the energies coming in? Oh my goodness. Tell you what. Oops. Sorry about that. There's a lot of energies coming in at the moment and it's just off the hook. I'm feeling it. I don't know if you guys are feeling it. But anyways. Right. So I just wanted to talk further on my experience with my trance. That was the that was just really, that was a scary moment for me, especially when I started to get this vision and then be able to see what was going on, and it was real. It was like how you would have a I don't know if it's a dream or like if you would have a nightmare or something like that, or you have a dream and for you it actually feels real, right? Well, this I was experiencing while I was sitting in the foyer waiting for my son. And I started breathing like really fast. My heart was pounding. And I just had this trance. It's kind of like it just went into another atmosphere or something like that, you know? And it just showed me these, what was I talking about the other day? And how it just opened up a whole like can of worms about the matrix, and we've got our NPCs that are still plugged into the matrix, still feeding their energy into that. It's like a simulation. It's the 3D matrix, right? And because we do live in a simulation, we do live in a simulation where it's actually quite very real. And then the thing is that we have about 70 to 80 million star seeds, light workers, way showers, those that are on their ascension path. And some don't even have to do anything really. I mean, you can get some light workers that all they have to do is just be. Don't even have to do anything. And, you know, they just could be shining their light, holding the light, right? And it's for humanity, because we're the ones that are paving the way forward for humanity. And us being anchored here on planet Earth and coming in like how we are the ones that are paving the way. And the thing is too is that when you've got NPCs, they are going to be NPCs that come into your life to challenge you. Now, these are like NPCs that could be your family, could be your siblings, could be your cousin, your uncle, anything like that, relative, close friends that sort of like challenge you quite a lot. Some that you kind of can be a little bit wary of, and others that are very close, and like a brother or sister. So NPCs, yeah, in the matrix, feeding the 3D matrix with their energy. And the other day too, I was listening to one of Ishmael's videos. He was doing a video recording about AI, and I was having a listen to that, and I thought, oh my goodness, we've got these NPCs that are plugged into the matrix, that are feeding the matrix so as to trick all of those that are still, have to experience the awakening. They're not even awake yet, so they're still experiencing that. However, even though they're experiencing, or they may not even, come into awakening just yet, but they are, well, how do you say? They are like, they are believing what they're seeing in the matrix to be real, like reality. And the thing is too, is that they think that we are the ones. Like, they would say things like, oh, there's that conspiracy theorist, and they're crazy, and blah blah blah. But guess what? We are the ones that are living in the reality of what is going on, because we can see the truth for what it is. So the ones that are not yet experienced the awakening, they will soon. All right, it's gonna happen, because that wave is coming. It just comes in waves. So it might not be their time just yet, but their time is coming. And the thing too is that, as it comes in waves, and to awaken them, then it's just a slow kind of a wave of awakening. But yeah, they look at us like we're the crazy ones, and yet we're the ones that are living the real truth of reality of this 3D matrix, and that they're still living in. So yeah, and not only that, the NPCs, the ones that come into your life, they challenge you, they put obstacles in your way and things like that, and it can be really challenging sometimes, to the point is that I know that we shouldn't get triggered by some of the things that they do, but that can't be helped. It cannot be helped, because we can feel it right here in our chakra, our sacral chakra or solar plexus, where you can feel that emotion when they do something that actually triggers an emotion within you. So you're sort of like, oh my God, you don't want to. It's like, try not to take it personally, but hey, you're only human, right? And I've had that happen to me. I've had things happen like that to me, and I try not to take it personally and things like that. But I'm actually still working on the best version of myself. So I've got a lot of work to do. I mean, I've got a lot of inner work to do. Still a lot of purging. Still a lot of shadow work to do. But I'm getting there, and I hope you're all getting there too. Yeah. All right. So I know I don't want to keep this going for too long, but that was one of the things, like the NPC feeding into the phantom matrix. I call it the phantom matrix, because a lot of it's got to do with AI, and so I just call it that. It's a simulation and of the 3D matrix. That's a pretty tough world to be living in. I know that before I experienced an awakening, as we do, the former consciousness had to live in that 3D matrix. And when you look at it now, it's like, it's kind of like that movie that I was talking about. Even in the movie, the first movie of the Matrix, it's kind of like that. You know, it's like how Morpheus was talking to Neo, talking to him about, you know, all these people, you know, that are living in the Matrix, that are going to work and going about their day. It's kind of like a box. They're in the box, and there's nothing outside of that box. Kind of like that movie, They Live, as well. If you haven't seen that, you need to go see that one. And also The Island. The Island's a really good example of, you know, all these people that are clones, and they don't even know that they're clones. And they live in this facility, and that's all they think is real to them. So NPCs feeding into the matrix, feeding the energy into the matrix, keep the simulation going. And we've got the light workers way show star seeds, Blu-rays. We've got all our soul brothers and soul sisters that are experiencing their ascension journey and that are speaking their truth. And also, like Ismail Perez has been sharing with us about the AI, and the AI being the beast. So we've got all these neos, right? All these neos that are speaking their truth, like is it Laura Eisenhower? Oh, I love that lady. I love that lady. She's awesome. So we're all part of this. Every single one of us, like all the way-shows, light workers, all star seeds. Everybody has a part to play in this, and in this ascension is what I'm talking about. In the Great Awakening, we all are paving the way for humanity, and so we're the ones that are the glitch. We're creating the glitch in the matrix, and so we're bringing that veil down. That veil is coming down. It is. I would love to say that it is crashing, but it's not crashing as fast as I would like it to happen, so that everybody throughout the whole world, all of the 8 billion, some of you are, you've got your NPCs, so some of them are going to be NPCs, non-player characters, but you're going to have a lot of beautiful souls out there. They're going to see the truth and for what it is. And I know that one day, oh, you guys, I know that one day that when disclosure takes place and they're going to, you know, the white hats will start bringing out the truth, and Donald Trump will be talking about, you know, all the things that have been happening like 3 years ago will all come out, and that veil will just come down. So each and every one of us, I mean, if you're just here holding your light, I mean, that's a bonus. I mean, there are some light workers and way showers, they don't even have to do anything. They just need to be just to be. So, yeah, I mean, they're the ones that bring them down the veil as well. And we've got all of our, you know, people that are making videos and creating content and being able to reach as many, many star seeds as possible, as many souls as possible. So a lot of us are just paving that way. But yeah, back to bringing down that veil. So you've got the 70 to 80 million star seeds that came in, they anchored into planet Earth, right? I'm going to have to say that 3 years ago when I had my walk-in soul swap, I had a walk-in 3 years ago, back in 2020, that was of around October. And I don't believe that I was the only one that had that walk-in. I believe that there was just thousands that had a walk-in experience at that time, in that moment as well. So it's kind of like, at first it was like, oh my God, you know, of all times to just come in now when there's a lockdown and there's a pandemic going on. So yeah, so there was many of us that had just came in, and it was I'll tell you now, it took 48 hours before I sort of like came to, a realization of what was going on. But when I first had my walk-in, it was like I was lost. I was lost, and I was like, "What is this place? Why am I even here? What happened?" But the thing is that we signed up for this, guys. There's the hardcore truth, is that a lot of us starseeds, we signed up for this. We already knew that we were coming in. We were already told what to expect. So yeah, and it's not an easy task, coming in and being here on planet Earth, especially going through all the energies that come in, and then you've got the NPCs that challenge you and things like that. And sometimes those challenges can be really good too, because it helps you to grow. You do a lot of inner work, and you're growing, and you're trying to come into that place of being the best version of yourself. So, yep, we've got our light workers, way showers, bringing down the veil of this 3D matrix, waiting for these disclosures to take place. And then we got the NPCs still in their 3D matrix bodies, right? And that are feeding their energy into the 3D matrix and just keeping that going, keeping that rolling. So that was a experience that was shown me while I was waiting in the foyer, sort of like having this trance. And oh my goodness, I know when I'm having a trance, my heart starts to pound. It's like, oh, something's happening. And then next minute, something just happens, and now I can see something further than what I'm seeing in front of me. So if I'm sitting in a foyer, you've got the wall and the doors and everything around you, but then it's like something else opens up inside of that same room that you're in. Oh boy. Yeah, that just made me hyperventilate. And then I could see it all. It was just like being a part of, it's like, I don't know if you've seen that movie where Arnold Schwarzenegger is on a movie screen, and this boy is sitting in the theatre and he's watching the movie, and then next minute the movie comes into his atmosphere, and Arnold Schwarzenegger is right there in the same room with him. Kind of like that. Hence why I had hyperventilation. Anyways, yeah. So, yeah, the veil's coming down, guys. The veil is coming down. All right. Oh, wow. I was just reading the comments. Yeah. Yeah, and there's this it'll be great. It'll be great when others are going to experience the awakening, and I cannot wait for that. It'll just be so awesome. Another thing that we want to talk about is the solar flash, yet to take place. So, yeah, waiting on that. But we also don't have to wait, you guys. We also don't have to wait for the solar flash. You can actually activate your dormant DNA now through meditation, through grounding, through raising your vibration frequency, cleaning, eating clean foods, clean water, alkaline water, basically. You don't want to go drinking tap water. I mean, who drinks tap water these days anyway? Nobody, right? Well, we'd like to think we don't, but sometimes when you have no choice, you've just got to. Or, like myself, I just go to the supermarket and buy one of those big 3-litre bottles of pure dew, because it's got no fluoride or chlorine in it. But anyway, so the grand solar flash, I know that humanity is just waiting for that to take place and to happen, especially us star seeds and way showers and light workers. We're all waiting for that. And that's going to be exciting. I reckon that's going to be exciting. So, yeah, just touch base with you guys about the trance that I had, and talked a little bit about NPCs and also the way showers and light workers, and just touched on the grand solar flash. And also AI. Oh, I'll share something with you guys. I used to go to church kind of like a long time ago. And I was like, we're all sort of gotten to that place. I don't know if anybody else was used to be a Christian or things like that, and, going to church and having a listen to the preacher and pastor talking about, some talked about the rapture and things like that, the second coming of Christ and all that. But it wasn't what it was supposed to be, really. I mean, hence, now I know the truth is that during this awakening, right, and I'll tell you something else too. Another thing that I've learned is that the experiencing of the awakening is not for all of humanity, all right? Because we got some NPCs, and so they don't experience anything like that because they're just soulless, okay? So I just thought I'd throw that in there anyway. And so back to going to church, it's not what I thought it was, and what we all were led to believe, right? Waiting for the second coming of Christ. And it's funny too, because like when you get into that place where you believe everything that that you did believe as a Christian, grown up and being involved in Christianity and things like that. I used to sit outside, and I used to sit outside my house and on the deck, and I used to look up at the sky, and I would just like visualize, right? Imagine that Christ is coming in the clouds, and he's coming with all his angels and things like that. And I'm pretty sure you guys would have been doing the same thing too. But anyway, there's nothing like that, right? There's absolutely nothing right like that, because during this awakening, and when you come into realization of who you really are, right? Consciousness, soul, Christ, consciousness, then it has been us all the time. We're the ones that we've been waiting for. We're like this. We are the second coming of Christ. It is all the star seeds, way showers, light workers. It is all the ones that experience the awakening that are here now. So you've just anchored into this body. You've incarnated into a body, and you're here. So that is like the second coming of Christ. All right. Any comments? No comments. All right. So how's everyone going? I've only got 2 watching at the moment. Well, that's okay. That's all right. Everybody else can just, if they're still asleep or a different time and different state, that's fine. I just want to say a shout out to the Jedis. I love you guys, and I miss you all. I get really excited when we jump on Ishmael Paresa's live, because then we actually can interact with each other and talk to each other, and it's just really exciting. I love the energy. Every time I jump on his lives, I love the energy in there and in the chat. It's just so awesome, just being amongst all of our bro stars and sisters, way showers, Jedis, right? All right. What else can I talk to you guys about? Oh yes, and about the church thing too, is learning about quite a few things in Revelation. And I don't know, if you can't decipher like the book of Revelation, right? It's kind of like a scary thing when you read it in the book of Revelation, and it talks about the beast and comes up out of the ocean, and then you got the beast that's on the land and things like that. And I'm like, I used to get this mental picture of like this big giant dragon or something like that coming up out of the ocean, right? I mean, because it's really hard to fathom that the beast would be something like AI. But when you come to think about it now, and AI is really taking off. The other day, I think it was my sister Lyra, she shared on our Telegram group page about, she shared this video. It was about humane, like these 3 little gadgets that you can get. And I thought, oh my goodness, all you had to do was just pin it to your clothes, and instead of using your phone, like how you would normally use your phone and just scroll, swipe left, swipe right, but these ones, you just wear them on you, and you just have your hand out in front of you like that, and you can see a screen that comes up on your hand and things like that. Now, I'm pretty old school, so to me, all I do is like texting, and that's about it. I don't do any of that other stuff, and no technical things like that. But yeah, AI. AI is the beast in the book of Revelation. And I never knew that until I was watching, I've been learning a lot of stuff from Ishmael Perez. And I resonate with a lot of information that he shares. And when he starts teaching us about AI and the dangers of AI, I'm like, wow, yeah, it just makes so much sense. I mean, look at all the robots that they're creating, and they're starting to look human-like, right? It's so weird. And but then you've got all these movies, and they tell you the truth, like that movie I, Robot, starring Will Smith, where a lot of the robots were kind of like housemaids and looking after their humans and things like that. But the thing is that there's still, it's happening, right? It's happening now. They're making robots like that. And yeah, I don't need a robot to come and clean my toilet. I can do that myself. But yeah, I mean, oh my goodness. And then, the scary part is that in the movie of I, Robot, starring Will Smith, they actually turned on their owners and started to turn on humanity. And something like that can happen, and it's going to happen. I remember watching a movie called Resident Evil, where they were trying to get out of a facility that was underground, and the Red Queen. So sometimes Ishmael will talk about the Red Queen, and I remember that being on Resident Evil, how the Red Queen tried to destroy everybody and wouldn't let them out of his facility because they kind of got this virus, and that they were trying to get above to the surface to get out. So the Red Queen was, wasn't going to let them out. And AI, yeah, it's yeah, it's something that's pretty thing. All right. I just noticed that I hadn't even had my light on. All right, probably can see me a whole lot better now. Hey Laura, how you going? Yeah. All right, just reading all your comments. Oh, thank you, sister. You're so awesome for being here. How's your day going? Mm. Yeah, it's been awesome, you know, my spiritual path and just on this journey. Yeah, that's good to know. Awesome, awesome, Lyra. So yeah, a lot of us are here for the missions that we're here for, you know, to help and pave the way for humanity, which is awesome. You know, at first when I experienced my walk-in, yeah, that was a pretty scary time for me. I just wanted to talk about that again because I got catapulted into my experience with walking, and I really didn't understand why things were just going so fast in my sojourn and my walk and just coming into planet Earth. I actually didn't even realize the mission that I had. I didn't even know that I was going to be doing videos on YouTube and talking to you guys. And I started out with just doing some inner work, you know, doing some meditations and things like that, getting into exercise and workout and all that kind of thing. So to me, that was kind of like, okay, well, yeah, this is easy. I can do this. And then it was all about the my whole diet changed and everything. My diet changed and I lost so much weight because I was quite a big person, right? When I first experienced my walk-in, came into a body, it was quite big. And I thought, wow, you know, as soon as I anchored into this body, I was like, wow, it's pretty big. I've got a lot of work to do. So I went straight to work and getting fit, getting healthy, um, and yeah, just eating clean because I used to be a meat eater. So, well, actually, to be honest, right, I used to eat everything and anything. So, hence why the body was just so big. But when I experienced that walk-in, when I anchored in, this consciousness just anchored into this body, and the consciousness that was here just went out. So it's kind of like a soul swap of two consciousness. One comes in and the other one goes out. And so I was, you know, I had to do some work on this vessel, on this vehicle right here, and with diet, with exercise, with a lot of things. And then I actually didn't know that down the line I was going to be doing this, and like making videos, being on YouTube and things like that. I had no idea that I was going to be doing this, and even the thought of it was scary. Yeah, I'm shy. I'm pretty shy. Um, well, I wouldn't say shy, but well, shy as in, you know, putting yourself out there and putting yourself on camera and things like that. So it was kind of a bit of a challenge. I remember when we first started, I think I was with Lyra at her house and we did a video together. And I think her and I, we were both flustered. We were both like, it was kind of like tag, you know, it's like, oh, tag, you say something, and then be like, look at me, you say something. So it's kind of like a nerve-wracking kind of thing. And I can remember it's like, you know, I just want to hurry up and get it over and done with it. Oh, but it was fun. I'm pretty sure that, you know, now I'm kind of used to it now. So used to being in front of the camera, used to just putting myself out there now. And the thing is too, you know, I know that putting yourself out there, and sometimes, you know, there's not going to be a lot of people that are going to agree, and things like that that you might believe, and that's okay. All right, that's totally fine, because we all have our truths, we all have our beliefs, we all have our whatever resonates for us, right? So I put myself out there, and I've seen on other videos where there's someone maybe trolling and things like that. And even if someone comments now, it's like, I don't take things personally anymore. I just don't have time. You know, I don't have time to give my energy into someone that might comment with something that's negative. So I've actually learned to be able to just ignore it and just continue on and keep going. And that's what you got to do. You just got to keep going, right? If there's something, though, in the comment that may trigger you and you feel it, right, in your solar plexus or your sacral, if you can feel that emotion, then it's something that you need to work on. And instead of just saying something in retaliation or commenting back, you can just stop yourself in your track, and you can just close it off and then come back into yourself and just have a look what it is that triggered you in the first place about someone commenting to you. And then you can work on that little emotion, because, you know, a lot of our emotions are not actually our emotions. There's something that is created or for you to read and see, and then you just feel it right there in your solar plexus or your sacral chakra. So once you feel that, and we have felt it, right? Someone triggers us, and we just like can feel it right down in here, and it's like, okay, what is it in that comment that made me feel this emotion? So we don't hold on to those emotions, right? We allow ourselves to feel it and allow ourselves just to go through it and experience it, and then we just let it go. And you know what? I tell you what, the best thing that you can do for yourself is that when you experience that, you just got to let it go. Let it go. Because sometimes, you know, triggers, they can direct your how you're going to behave, right? It's going to direct your behavior, how you're going to behave towards it. Are you going to act on it? Are you going to do something about what that other person just said, or what someone had, you know, said about you? You hear something someone said about you, and it's like, oh, well, am I going to react, or am I going to come back over here and line up with my soul right here, and just find out, you know, if I can heal that part of me or work on that part of me that was triggered. And when we do this, it's like you come into the best version of yourself. You just come into that best version of being yourself, right? And being in that place of just peace. Because it's like they're going to trigger you. You're going to get NPCs, you're going to get family, you're going to get friends, you're going to get loved ones that are going to trigger you. And you just come back into that place, and you just don't lose your peace. Don't lose your truth, right? Hold on to your power. Because, you know, once you give your power away, oh my goodness, you got to go come back in, and you just got to center yourself right here, drop out of your head, down into your heart, and just come in and align with your soul. So, you know, those can be things that just can be really, yeah, at times challenging, right? So we've gone through, talked about challenges, talked about a little bit about AI, talked about the veil coming down in 3D matrix, talked about a lot about NPCs and starseeds, way showers, and light workers. Yeah, so I don't know. Have any questions for me, my sister? I should do a Q&A. Hey guys, I should do a Q&A. That'll be awesome. I actually quite like this, doing this live. So what I might do is that I might just do one once a week, every Monday, same time. And yeah, we'll see how we go. We might even just go live with every video. Oh. All right. So what else can we talk about? Apart from my walk-in experience and my personal experience in how far I've come. There's something that I want to also talk to you guys about. Now, I'm getting a lot of memories coming back about my mission. I know I've had past lives here, and I had a really important mission here in my life before this one. And this is something that I've been thinking about and pondering on for some time now. It's like I'm having these memories and they're just coming back to me. There are memories of just having waves of flames that just come from my hands. So I'm having memories of that, of being able to have these flames just coming from my hands. What was another one? Oh my gosh, I'm getting goosebumps. Another one is telepathic communication and being able to telepathically communicate to others, and also getting a telepathic communication from somebody else to me. It's kind of like for that memory to have that and to experience that, it's the person that you are having telepathic communication with, right, is standing in front of you and you can hear them, like really hear them. It's like you're in the same room with a person and you're having a conversation, that kind of thing, telepathic. I experienced a telepathic communication with Ismail Perez. I remember sharing this on a Telegram live that we did, a visual live or something that we did on Telegram. And I remember having this, I was actually in meditation, and I love my meditation. When I go into my meditation, I go in really deep. And I was gone into this meditation really deep. And I remember hearing his voice, and I knew his voice, and he was talking to me, and I knew this was a telepathic communication that we were having, or that he was talking to me about something. And I couldn't even focus. I could not focus on what it is that he was saying to me and that he was talking to me about. All I could think about was how scary this was, and then I'm out of here. I was like, oh, no way, no, I'm not having this. Oh, heck no. So I was like, not even listening to, I'm not listening. It's kind of like, I don't know, got into my mind, my ego, and it's like, no, I'm not listening to that. I am not having this conversation. You're not talking to me right now. You know, I went straight into denial, and I just straight out of there. Oh man, it was so crazy. And I was like, oh, it's kind of like, you know, you go out on, poor guy, you know, when you go out with somebody and you guys are sort of like going to meet up at a restaurant, and then he says something or she says something, and one of you just get up and just walks out. And that's what it was like happening for me. I was like, had that communication of telepathic communication, and I could hear Ismail Perez, and I could hear him so clearly. It just scared me. And I was like, out the door. Anyway, I haven't had one experience ever since then, and probably, I don't blame him. And I sometimes I think that he does communicate to all of us, star seeds and Waishos and all the Jedis. I'm pretty sure he has that telepathic communication where he's telepathically talking to all of his Jedis. And I don't know if anybody else has experienced it with him and that have come in and been able to sit and telepathically communicate and converse. But I'm pretty sure that he does that, He has a telepathic communication to all the Jedis, which will be really exciting. It would be so cool if we could all just telepathically talk to one another, you guys. Hi, Mary Jane. Hi, sister. Oh, nice to see you here. Oh, awesome. Yeah, so, yeah, that was a laugh and a half. And, I don't blame him for not coming back to communicate with me ever since. Oh, but that was seriously, guys. I mean, that was a shocker. That was scary. For me, it was. I was like, oh, heck no, I'm not having this. Goodbye. All right, so, wow, what else can I talk to you guys about? Especially my walk-in, that was the major thing. And a lot of us are, we can only just go from the next level to the next level to the next level and just keep going and going and going, right? Because I tell you what, humanity's counting on us. They're all counting on us. And a lot of them maybe not even experienced the awakening just yet, but they're still counting on us, and they're still, we all had an agreement when we came in, right? We all incarnated here on planet Earth for this very moment and very time, and we signed up for this, guys. So those that are still to experience the awakening, they're counting on us to do what we need to do while we are here on planet Earth. And a lot of us, some of us, we don't even have to be doing videos like this. We could just be, holding the light and anchoring it into our beautiful planet. And we're healing her too. She's healing us as well as we're healing her as well. So, yeah, that's pretty awesome. I think that, a lot of us are, I mean, it's a roller coaster ride sometimes, you guys. I mean, it's not easy. I have to tell you that now. We all knew that coming into planet Earth and anchoring into these vessels and these bodies was going to be a challenge. So we were all told that, and that it wasn't going to be easy. But the thing is that we were also told, once we come in, find the others. Find the others. That's what I remember. I remember is that before I came in and anchored in, I could remember saying to my team and Soul Tribe and Soul Family, I says like, hey, you guys, let's find each other once we get down there, and let's all just connect and come together. And I tell you what, the moment you come in, it's like you forget. And it's not that I don't think you've been clean slated on purpose. I think what's happened is that as we come in, the programs begin at birth and things like that. And then, get given a name and everything. Everything is just programs, right? Getting into your mind, ego, personality, stories, and not knowing who you were. You come in with a full awareness, but then as soon as those programs start to begin, it's a slow program of just changing your perspective. Your whole perspective just shifts and changes. And all those programs that you downloaded with, now you've got sort of like an identity entity of of somebody different rather than who you actually are when you first anchored into your vessel, into your body. So you just come in, and when you're a baby, right, you know who you are. You know where you just came from. You just left your soul family and said, hey, guys, I'll see you guys down there. Let's all meet up. Let's all get together. Let's all start this mission and start work, and let's just go for it. But we were also told that, you're going to come into a baby's body. You're going to be birthed and this and that's going to happen. But the thing is that you got people like Ismail Perez that came in, and still the programs didn't affect him in any way, which is so cool. I mean, because he remembers everything. All right. Well, oh, hi, Marcus. Hi, brother. Nice to see you here. Oh, so awesome to see you guys. I'm just going to do more lives. I think I might do them like, we'll see how we go after a couple, and then, I don't know, it could be just a live like every day kind of thing. Oh, we'll see. Can't make any promises right now. All right. Anyway, I am going to call it a day, you guys. Nice to see you guys. Oh, thank you for being here. Thank you so much. All right. Anybody got a question for me? Oh, thank you, Mary Jane. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, my sister. Any questions at all? No? All right. Hey, guys, I love you. I love spending this time with you guys, and we'll do this again. Hey, I've got my protector behind me. Called him Melchizedek Michael. Oh, here's a little story before I go. I remember that coming into, like he was saying to me, when you go down there first, and I'll be right behind you. And I can remember this saying, well, you better be. All right, I'll make myself laugh sometimes. All right, guys, I love you. I'm just going to wrap this up right now, but thank you for being here. If you haven't already, rock that like and subscribe for your girl. And I'll see you again on the next video, guys. Love yous. Mwah. Thank you. All right, now I'm probably going to, how do you switch this off? Oh, here we go. See you guys. Love yous. Bye.